Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video, we're talking about Nintendo Switch emulation on Android. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, no, this is not a joke. Yes, this is 100% real, and yes, it's actually pretty good. We're talking about Nintendo Switch emulation on Android with YUZU. YUZU has just released a brand new Android emulator. And fun fact, it's already available on the Google Play Store, both the main version and the early access version. There are two versions of YUZU on the Google Play Store. The main difference between the two is that the main version is 100% free and doesn't contain ads. The early access version you have to pay for, but it also doesn't contain ads. This one is really to support the developers, and you get access to changes that haven't yet hit the mainline build. It's more of an experimental version, but at the same time, it's not that expensive. Now, before you dive into it, the YUZU team does want people to understand a few different things. One, they're committed to improving the feature parity, compatibility, and performance of their Android builds. Most improvements for desktop platforms like Windows and Linux will also help improve their Android users' experience. YUZU Android is in rapid development, and early builds should be considered akin to a beta. And the last point here, expect to see a variety of results regarding compatibility and performance on different devices. On top of that, YUZU does not contain any games, and you do need to provide your own prod.keys file in order for this to work, which you source from your own Nintendo Switch. At this point in time, YUZU requires a Snapdragon CPU. If you don't have a Snapdragon CPU, you're not going to have a good time. And obviously, the more powerful Snapdragon processor you have, the better your experience is going to be. In terms of performance, YUZU's initial numbers are pretty impressive, but it's going to be all over the map and game specific. With the Samsung Galaxy S23, they were able to hit 60 frames per second in Super Mario 3D World, Skyward Sword, Link's Awakening, Smash Bros. Ultimate, and also Donkey Kong Country. YUZU's menu system is simple, straightforward, and extremely clean, and if you're looking for maximum performance, try unchecking docked mode and lowering the resolution. The development team does say to fiddle around with settings and see what works for you. Now, if you are using YUZU, cooling your phone is going to be extremely important. This emulator appears to make phones run pretty darn hot. And if your phone overheats, you can expect a 30 to 50% performance loss. As for the amount of RAM on your device, some games are a little bit more RAM hungry than others. For example, Tears of the Kingdom requires 12 gigs of RAM in order to run correctly. In my opinion, for an initial release of YUZU on Android, this is extremely impressive. On their Twitter page, they posted some gameplay footage of Tears of the Kingdom. It's up and running at 30 frames per second on a Red Magic 8 Pro. And looking extremely good. Arguably, the best part about this is that this emulator is only going to get better with time. The YUZU team has really done something amazing here, and they deserve a round of applause or a massive hat tip or a big shout out, whatever you want to do. Maybe even pick up the early access version and support them. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. Let me know your thoughts about YUZU on Android in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.